Okay, it is a beautiful day in Northern California. It is springtime, and we are on a hunt for one of my favorite herbs, plantain. And let's see, oh, actually, it's growing right here. It's because it grows everywhere. It grows in the cracks in sidewalks, it grows in open fields. You will find, it grows in lawns at the park. You will find this plant. So here we go. So here's your plantain. And one of the common names is ribwort because of these ribs. You see these ribs in the back? And when you pull this apart, there's like these little stringy pieces that you can see when you pull the plant apart. Let me show you. You pull it and there's just, you see those little bit of string there? And there's many different kinds. There's kind of an ovate leaf, there's more lance-like leaves, and they're both used interchangeably. And the leaves can be teeny tiny or they can get huge, so it can be a little bit confusing. So remember, again, always have 125% accurate identification of your herbs, and if you need help, get help with them. But this one, remember, it's got these ribs in the back. And these ribs are just, it's one of the ways to tell this plant. So the amazing thing about plantain is it is so good for the skin. It helps to reduce inflammation, it helps to reduce infection, and it actually helps the skin cells to regenerate and heal more rapidly. So it is the perfect herb for cuts, scrapes, just every day, not really big, you know, if you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor, but wash your cuts, wash your minor everyday home kind of ailment things, just wash them off, and then what you want to do is make a plantain Band-Aid or make a plantain poultice. And the way you do that is you crush the plant up, you can chew it too, and you get a piece of tape and you find where, so I've been working in my garden, I got all kinds of cuts and scrapes, so I'm going to put this right here, and you put a piece of tape over it, and now you have a fresh plant poultice. And this is nature's Band-Aid. This is a plantain Band-Aid. You leave it on your cut or your scrape or your bee sting or your mosquito bite for an hour until it comes off, and then you apply it again. And what it will do is, the other thing about plantain is that it's very drawing. This plant will help to draw out any kind of bite or sting, so it's really good for, again, mosquito bites and bee stings. Teach your children about this plant because it can really help them with the bee sting. You can read my blog post and I talk about my son helping somebody with the bee sting, but it's the perfect plant for bee stings. So yeah, the other thing I like to do with plantain is I like to chew on it for sore throats. It is really good for any kind of inflammation in the throat and the mouth. And so what you do is you take it. I like to chew on it, and it's really good. So what you do is you just pick a leaf and you just put it in your mouth and you chew on it, and it's really good. All the anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial properties that it applies to your external skin on the cuts and scrapes, that also applies to your mouth. So if you have any kind of sore throat or cold sore or inflammation in your gums, plantain will help you with that. So again, really good to chew on for sore throat. So this is how you do it. You just take it, chew it up. Not that I chew on tobacco, but it's like people that do that, you put it up in your gum right there and just keep it there for an hour or two, and then you can just spit it out when you're done. And so it's really, really good for sore throats. And so there's a few things about plantain. I hope that you can find it where you're living, near you. And I hope to see you again on another herb walk. Thanks for being with me.